Oh, mucker.
How you doing?
Episode 14.
14 already?
14. It's like the Ringo Starr song, but just a couple early. Not 6 weeks, 16. 14.
Right.
So we've had the Liquidator. It's gone down well.
Yeah.
Very good turnout tonight for a midweeker.
Yeah, especially in the biblical rain that we had earlier.
Oh, mate. I'll tell you what, honestly, you'd think we were lying the way it's now. Quite tropical now. We just had a tropical storm.
Yeah. It is now actually quite balmy, I believe is the word, balmy.
I heard if you was under 5'5", you'd be in serious trouble. That's how wet it was so quickly. A monsoon, as they say. But yeah, we're here for the Dockers debate.
Sooner rather than later.
Monsoon, there we are. That's why you tune in, dear listeners, for the pun. But we're here, episode 14, Dockers debate for Erith Town at home against Corinthian FC. Both teams on the same points. 4 wins, a draw and a loss. You can see we do our homework here. 3 points off of Glebe in top spot. So results go our way. I know it's early in the season. Winner could go top.
Shocking, isn't it, to think that? Do you know we've played Corinthian in the league 36 times in our history? And do you know how many times we've won in those 36?
35 and a half.
I only wish. No, 6 actually. So for some strange reason we have a bit of a blind spot with them. But hopefully this year is one of the ones where we come out on top.
Full Tristan, as the Twitter says.
Yeah, that's what we want.
In the funky font.
But they are relentless. They moan about everything. They question every single decision, throw-ins, everything. But it works for them. They spent 2 seasons in the Rymans before they come down, so they do something right. And
the thing is, all jokes aside, me and Milo said it the other day when we said about obviously like Fisher, apart from their defeat at the weekend, and we know it's really, really early days, but to be, if we're complimenting Erith in being there and thereabouts after 6 games, you've got to compliment these for being there or thereabouts.
Absolutely, yeah, you can't take them lightly. Last season, the difference between us and the 4 teams above us is we couldn't beat either of them or any of them home or away. And we need to start taking points, especially at home, off of the teams that are above us. Hopefully we can do that tonight, because I think we've got as good a chance as anyone of going top.
I know, and we're
at this early stages of the season.
The thing is, we're riding a crest of momentum at the moment. You don't get too carried away. As you say, it's a little bit of a bogey team. Bad tackle, late tackle there by Corinthian. Yeah. But, you're unbeaten in 5. The only one you've lost is the opening weekend of the season against one of the actual title favourites. Yeah. It's going well so far.
Yeah, absolutely it is. And long may it continue.
And as always on this show, once anything happens, we'll obviously check in. Sorry there, Rob. I was on getting the chips run for the kids. How are we getting on?
It's a bit kick and rush at the moment, to be fair. Both sides. But no one's given any quarter, which is good. Nice to see we're competing head to head. But yeah, we could do with putting our foot on the ball for a little while and just trying to play a little bit more football rather than running around like headless chickens.
Yeah, I have to say though, Corinthian are playing quite a fast pace. I'm noticing so far. They're like you can, as you're saying there, they are looking to drive very quickly.
Yeah, but it's like Erin. I don't know how long this is going to keep up. Pitch is wet. It's the ball's slipping off of it, which is nice for the passing, not so good for the running about in. So they will slow down eventually. I just don't want to see an entire half disappear like this, because I think it'd be a bit of a waste.
Absolutely. Again, we'll keep checking in. It remains 0-0. We had some recent controversy at Snodland away. Not sure if you've heard the show yet, where we was accused of bias. Can you believe it?
Yeah, I was stunned.
I mean,
we're so fair and even-handed.
I mean, hang on, your tattoo showing. You might want to cover it up. Your Erith Town tattoo.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so we'll try and be a bit more impartial in this show today. James Dyer there looking for the free kick. Referee with his whistle in his mouth. I'm not sure. He's given play on the advantage to Corinthian, who's now 3-on-3 at the back. Plays it.
Really strange, given that.
Oh, there's the shout. What's he given?
Yeah.
Right, okay, so...
for simulation there, that should be.
So the Corinthian players just run into the box on the left-hand side.
For simulation?
A tackle's coming from the right. I can't make out the number. It's a bit shady over there. Who's captain today? Truman's this side.
Our captain?
Yes. Anyway, it's our captain. We'll remind you later on. We'll put it in later. But tackle's gone in. Corinthian player's gone down. Whistle's blown.
There was no contact.
There was no contact?
He slid along the floor alongside of the Corinthian attacker, and the Corinthian attacker decided to take that as his cue to swan dive into the ground, like he'd been sniped from row Z. And so the referee quite rightly booked him for simulation.
Careful bias. Careful bias.
Yeah, got to be careful of that. Me Dockers tattoo.
Yeah, exactly. But the score remains 0-0, and then we've already got a player in the book. We've just had one of those moments where a linesman who's in line with the action is being told by someone in the dugout that he's missed something. Would you like to explain?
I can't, but I told you earlier that they appeal for every single decision. They argue about everything. It's part of their raison d'etre.
It reminds me of when you say to the missus, you're going out for a couple, have 5 later, and she goes, you only said a couple.
Yeah.
But they don't realise, do they? But no, anyway, I'll explain it, seeing as Rob won. A long ball was hoofed up the pitch. Mackenzie Foley's come out to claim it, but they reckon he's come out of the box and handballed it.
Which he clearly didn't.
Nice, gentle, calm wave from the assistant referee. And we play on, but we don't like people who try and influence decisions, do we?
No, not at all.
Yeah, or call us bias.
But, maybe if they didn't hit the ball so long all of the time from one end of the pitch to the other, they'd have one of their players up next to the play to actually take a proper considered look at things before making such outrageous claims.
I think we should take the view camera. I mean, even that plane's changed diversion because he did the cheer. It remains goalless. Because it's all right, because I'm saved by the Mackenzie, which to paraphrase Saved by the Bell.
Exactly, yeah.
He looks a bit like Zach Morris, doesn't he?
Yeah. Ball came into the box. Erith just didn't deal with it. Corinthian player with a free shot goal, which he decided to ping off the post. Everybody watched it at the post, watched it bounce back out again, and then when the next Corinthian player was first to the ball and took a shot, Mackenzie made a great save. So now we're looking at a Corinthian corner from the right-hand side going in, and everybody's standing there wondering how it's still 0-0.
Yeah, it was a fantastic save from such point blank position. Short corner along the floor now, played to the edge of the box, is shot well. Imagine a poor version of the Paul Scholes goals that they used to do with Beckham from corners. They try on them Corinthians, but now it's been played out wide for a corner, for a throw, should I say. More should have come from that, but luckily for us it didn't. It remains 0-0. Henry Arnold, what a guy! What a finish by the Erith Town, number 11 now. Does superb, runs down the left-hand side after receiving the pass. Lovely touch, opens his body up, edge of the area, pings it off the post. They're always better off the post,
Fabulous early ball in from Milo, straight down into Arnold, who beats his man straight into the box and arrows it into that corner past the outstretched Corinthian keeper. Lovely.
And Adam Woodward's down there smiling as well. Look at him. It's 1-0 to Erith Town. Once again, we're here with some junior Dockers. Half an hour into the game. And we have a young goalkeeper in the blue, Jace. What do we think of that save we just saw?
It was really good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Point blank, they say. Point blank.
Okay.
Thank you for your opinion. What do you think of the goal, young man?
Very well taken. Very good.
Did you celebrate when it went in?
Yes.
Did you punch the air?
I went, up the Dockers!
That's exactly the sort of thing we want to hear, especially when there's someone from the other club filming, isn't that right? What about you, young man, halfway through your chips and Pepper Army? Pepper Army and other brands are also available in other shops. In your own time.
Well, great work.
Great goal, great work. Remember, it's dead air's no good.
Yeah.
What do we think, though? Good goal?
Yeah.
1-0 Erith Town. What gives a quick up the Dockers?
Up the Dockers!
Gives an up the Dockers.
Up the Dockers.
The enthusiasm here in the Stanmore Stadium is incredible. I just caught up with some of the local residents there, Rob, and asked them about today's game, the atmosphere, all that kind of thing, and it's pretty buzzing down here, isn't it?
It is, and so it should be. Still 1-0 up, playing much of their game. We've had a couple of really beautiful little moves.
Up the Dockers!
There we are, look.
Up the Dockers, Eldo!
Yeah, there we are, see, look. All these random people in fashionable hats just turning up and cheering.
No, we're playing some lovely stuff at the moment. Playing some really, really nice football, and we've been in 2 or 3 times now. We should be 2-0 up, but keep it going this way. Life is sweet as long as it stays this way. Shocking yellow for poor old Chalker, but there you go. Life is like that.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair though, it was a bit of a crunch, wasn't it? But one thing I will say as well though is that I said it after the Tooting and Mitcham game. I have said it a few times as well. and we've said on this pod, you know, against like Dark, said, oh, that's a no way, ref. A ball was played down the right-hand side. The defender, who seems to be playing the winger on side, has slipped, lost control of the ball, and as the winger's gone to touch the ball, the offside flag has gone up. So it's an attack that's now gone. But as we was just about to say before, we was rudely interrupted by the hooligans because we're not biased, obviously. But one thing I will say is that I said it at Tooting Mitcham. We both said it at Burgess Hill. You know, we said it against Hassocks as well. Erith Town actually play the ball and control the tempo and do it how they want to do it. Not many teams are going to beat them this season.
No.
And so far, touch wood, at the moment, let's see where this attack goes, left-hand side in from Corinthians to the edge of the box. Now the two's got the ball right foot, great block there. But the way it's going at the moment, the only two teams who have beaten Erith Town are one from the division above, and that went to a replay and a last-minute heartbreaking goal. Yeah. And a team, as we say, you were tipped to win the league.
Yeah, and you can tell as the season's going on and as there's more and more games, we're playing better and better. We're gelling, and you can tell people know where other players are going to be. They're making the right passes at the right times, and it's going well.
And the thing is, as well, Milo said it on the last pod that we did, episode 12, dear listener, if you want to catch up. But there's such a togetherness here. I mean, look. The stand, I know I've said it a couple of times, but the stand is, three quarters near. Basically, if it weren't for the rain forcing everyone back in, the stand, every seat would be full. Yeah. You look down the side there, you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, you've got another 12 people outside. You've got about 8 or 9 people, maybe even 10 round the other side here. Down to the left, you've got some other people as well.
And the stand behind the goal.
The stand behind the goal, you've got a good 15 people in. It's packed. It's absolutely packed. And which for Tuesday, and this is what we've said before.
Tuesday in the biblical rain, as it was earlier.
Tuesday in the biblical rain, and like we say, in a division where, in the nicest way, historically.
And while there's an England-Scotland game on the telly.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. You know, in a division where historically, you know, one week you could get 250, 300, next week you'll get 50. Yeah. To be well in the three figures every single game since we've been back at the Stanmore has been incredible.
Yeah, doing something right, that's for certain. And I like to think it's what's going on the pitch.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I remember we said half tongue-in-cheek to Adam Woodward, you know, like the people will come in, but it's your brand and entertainment of football that keeps them in, and they're sticking to their side of the bargain, clearly. I'll tell you what, chaps, it's a long walk back from the back of the pitch there. Describe that. I didn't see the angle. Nullified's a good word there, isn't it, what we just did there?
Oh, beautiful. There you go, look, he's already described it. Beautiful.
Could you use any other words? Imagine this was Countdown. What other words would you use?
Unfortunately, they involve swear words, so I can't comment too much.
Yeah. Effing nullified. Yeah. Enjoying it though, chaps?
I'm loving it.
Yeah, I was saying, results go our way tonight. Could be top of the tree.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
I think we might have to win about 9-0, but mathematically it's possible, isn't it?
Never know. After Henry's finished, we could score about 20.
Yeah, what a guy, eh?
What a guy.
What a guy.
It's keeping me out of the team, so I'm not happy.
but you're standing here. Oh,
he nearly scored.
Describe the action. Not many people can spin a ball off their chest like that, can they?
But he's done it. Yeah, I don't know how he's done it, but he's done it, hasn't he?
His nose.
It weren't my nose.
It remains 1-0 after all these abuse. We might have to cut this because people will complain with bullying or being biased. 1-0. There we go. 2-0 to Erith Town. Lovely move. Can someone tell James Dyer there's no one over there who he's celebrating with? But there we are.
Just the cameraman.
Yeah, just a cameraman. Yeah. Hang on. He knows how marketing works, doesn't he? How many people did he just run over and?
We've always mates.
With always mates. Yeah.
just him and the cameraman. That's all he cares about.
Yeah, it was a bit like, you know, in Zoolander when he does the pose, isn't it? That's what it was. That's his new nickname, Zoolander. That's what we're going for. What do you reckon, Rob? Zoolander for James Dyer. The way he just posed there after scoring.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We ran over to exactly where he knew where the cameraman was, and did everything he could to get his own personal brand in the shop window.
Yeah. Adam Wood was still smiling. Look at him down there. Look, delighted as the score is now 2-0. He doesn't want to be on the pod. Half time. We have Tarzan Boy playing.
Clearly, yeah.
What do we think?
Tarzan Boy.
Tarzan Boy, not the score.
A nice dose of 80s cheese, as you said.
Absolutely. Yeah, good game so far, I have to say. Enjoyable stuff.
Yeah.
And, only one team in it.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
We've outplayed them for sure. We've had all the possession.
And now the
done really well.
manager's having a go at the referee.
Yeah. Which is always a good sign when the the opposing team starts to lose it.
No, exactly.
But I remember this now. Sorry,
Yeah, so do I.
This is dreadful.
Not the game, Tarzan Boy.
Tarzan Boy.
Many other Tarzan jungle-based songs are available to download.
Yeah.
But no, it's
Might as well play The Lion Sleeps Tonight.
that we control the playlist. I think that might be going a bit too far. We'll decide what's next. But no, going back to it, only one team in it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think we have controlled the play. We've had all the possession. We've been playing some lovely football. The pitch being wet helps because the ball's running along it really nicely. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, we deserve to be 2-0 up. Absolutely. Even though they've had a couple of shots, they've been limited. Apart from the one where McGasey made a great save and hit the post. But apart from that, they've
done nothing.
They've done nothing. So they've had their one go, made nothing of it. We've had 3 or 4 goes, but we've managed to put 2 of them in the back of the net, and that's what counts. I think James Dyer took his goal, that second goal, really nicely. Sent them for the echo as he killed the ball dead, and then beautifully side-footed it into the corner. Lovely.
45 minutes to go, but the way it's going, very, very good for the Dockers. 2-0, the home team lead. England winning.
Are they?
Erith for winning.
That's good news.
Second half started. What do we think?
We're starting as we finished the second half. We've got all the possession.
That was a lovely crossfield ball just then, pushing it back there by Corinthian. Lovely cross ball there from the left-hand side down here to the right back.
Yeah,
we're finding the passes, and they're good long passes.
Yeah, we're playing really well, controlling the tempo, controlling the game, having all the possession, making them work for it, and yeah, so far so good. I just want to make sure we carry it on, but there's no reason why we shouldn't. My one concern would be the bench doesn't look that strong, to be fair.
Well, to be fair, that's the management team sitting outside the bench, so they look quite old. Cross comes in from the right-hand side, header, and the goalkeeper spills. But I think I get what you mean. But we'll there's a quick head injury now for the number 10. But it's again, let's just hope the bench aren't needed then.
Yeah.
And let's just hope none of the subs listen to this and think, who on earth are you, webmaster with a floating head?
Exactly.
Who do you think you are? It remains 2-0 Erith Town. And the physio's just run on to run back off. First we've been accused of bias, now we're standing people's way. Do they not know we are?
Probably not.
Exactly. It's like the old exam thing where I saw this exam where some kid goes, do you know who I am? And the teacher goes, no, I do not. So he just puts his exam paper in the middle of the pack. So we're 2-0 up now. Caught up with, there's a foul down there on the right side.
Terrible foul.
I'll tell you what, we had Tarzan Boy at half-time, which is a wrestler's theme tune, and we just had a hip toss.
What kind of a wrestler has Tarzan Boy as his theme tune?
Jungle Boy, Jack Perry.
Oh, right, okay. So after my time, after my kids' time.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan apparently. That's the only one anyone knows. Free kick to
McManus and Giant Haystacks in my day. But
yeah, absolutely. James Dyer now on the right-hand side with a free kick, and we've got a couple of junior Dockers here with us again. Hello, how are we?
Hello.
Still enjoying the game at 2-0?
Yeah.
It's going to be a free kick now. James Dyer on the right-hand side. So what do we reckon? We reckon we're going to score?
No. We're optimistic.
Optimistic, but realistic. Cross comes in, headed clear by the defence, and cleared. Good free kick by James Dyer, to be fair. He was wearing the number 20. He was wearing the number 22 tonight, apart from the normal number 7. But it remains 2-0 here at the Stanmore Stadium, home of Erith Town. Up the Dockers. It's 3-0 to Erith Town. Break down the left-hand side there. I thought he should have shot, but he proved me wrong. Cross comes across goal on the edge of the box.
Joe Chalker.
Joe Chalker.
Lovely side foot in at the corner.
Charlie Chalk.
Chalks to his mates.
Chalks to his mates. That's why he's called Chalker. But a great finish. First time. I mean, to be honest with you, a lot of our people, probably myself included, would have blazed that over the bar.
Yeah, I would have done.
But that's why we're up here.
I'd busy looking at the headlines for the next day.
But that's why we're up here with a ticket stub and not on the pitch. But no, great goal. 3 goals better off now, Erith Town. 1 team in it, they've been the dominant team all night.
Absolutely. And I can't see it getting any better for Corinthian if it stays like this. So, yeah.
In the nicest way, all you can do is turn up, beat the team in front of you. This is a comfortable 3-0 up the Dockers. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
The opposition have pulled one back.
They have.
Would you like to describe the goal for the listeners?
I don't know what to say.
One thing, a tip of advice when you're podcasting is that
Pick the
normally
right
they
people to
can't
talk to.
hear shoulders shrugging unless you're at 80 and your bones crack. Yeah, it to me, I won't say names for GDPR reasons, but to me, it looked like there was a break down the right hand side. It goes around the goalkeeper, slots in the bottom corner to a plum.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
open goal.
Over goal.
Still 3-1 Erith Town. We don't panic yet, especially when we shoot from distance. Oh, unlucky. Oh, James Dyer. Oh, James Dyer. Is he going to have a shot? No. But it remains 3-1. The Dockers still in the driving seat. That wasn't what the doctor ordered, was it?
No, there was a suspicion of offside there, but the the linesman was nowhere near the play, so it wasn't going to happen for us. But that's a classic case of what happens when the defence don't talk to each other and the goalkeeper doesn't call for it.
But this goes back to what we were saying the other day again. Me and Milo and I, Better Grammar, was in an interview, and we were saying, obviously, even from grassroots kids football all the way up the pyramids, you make mistakes and switch off, you get punished, and that's what happened there. Erith Town have been head and shoulders the best team tonight. Their only real error, and Corinthians have scored. I wouldn't say they're back in, but
No, they're not, but at the same time, it just shows a little seed of doubt. So we just need to put a foot on the ball, control the game a bit more. Don't let them get up ahead of steam, and away we go. Oh, come on, referee!
And now the referee has decided to book an Erith Town defender, Jack Holland, for supposedly time wasting.
Yeah.
He did take a while to take the throw, don't be wrong, but I think that's a bit harsh. Henry Arnold,
What a guy!
what a guy! A superb ball
From Harry
whipped
Taylor,
round, from Harry
right?
Taylor, whipped round. I tell you what, that is like I'm not 5, so I don't watch Marvel. Who's the one who's got the bow and arrow who manages to
Hawkeye.
That's the one. That was a Hawkeye-like ball, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He's whipped it round. No offence to anyone who watches Marvel, but the only one I've seen in Marvel hoodie is an 8-year-old. But I digress. A ball has been whipped round. Harry Taylor gets the ball. No, not Harry Taylor. He passes the ball. Henry Arnold, what a guy, has a touch, hits it. Keeper's beat.
Yeah.
It's the post.
Unfortunately, the woodwork came to their rescue.
Yeah. But it just shows the dominance there. Good ball, and now a free kick on the edge of the area while the referee is being surrounded by the green and white. The green and white reminds me.
Contesting every decision that possibly could be made.
I'm liking the green and white. I must say, it reminds me of somewhere between like a Trebor factory and Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah, we wouldn't want that filling, would we? So we'll just stay with this free kick now on the edge of the box. The referee's asking the ball to be moved back 1 yard. I'm not judging. We can't be accused of bias.
Yeah.
He's about to walk out the wall now. We'll stay with this. And the ball is walked back there, as we were just saying. We'll stay with this. Dyer is standing over the ball now with his 22, with his Desmond number on the back.
Milo's going to take this.
Milo's looking at it as well. Milo's now got the ball.
Go on, Milo. Give
He's
us a
going to whip
special.
this in. Whipped in. Good save by the goalkeeper. Tapped in. No offside flag. Oh, and cleared by Corinthian. Great stuff in his last couple of minutes from Erith Town. It remains 3-1. And I'll tell you what, Mackenzie Foley has done really well to keep 2 out from Corinthian there. But they've been knocking in those last few minutes. Knocking the last few minutes, and they've scored, haven't they?
They have, but that looked like handball. It looked like handled it into the net from a corner.
Well, the Erith Town players are asking the referee what he thinks, and
But the referee didn't have a clue what's going on.
And the scoreline is now down to 3-2. But it's a goal. It's unfortunate, but Mackenzie Foley, couple of blinding saves there.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. He's earned his coin, but it's a shame, that one, because that was very their first goal looked offside. That one looked like it was handball. So
now Erith Town look like they're through. Oh, Chance to make it 4-2.
Yeah, good little keeper got a good little touch on that. It's gone out for a corner, but Rajan Sani's through on goal there should have buried it.
This is what this game is at the moment, dear listener. In his last 5-10 minutes, end-to-end stuff. The Dockers still lead 3-2. Getting close to the end now. There's a foul, a soft foul being given against Milo on the left-hand side, just in front of us, literally about 10-15 yards away from us. The nine's on the floor, holding the back of his leg in the nicest way. I know we jest and all that kind of stuff.
He's off the pitch, ref.
I didn't see that much contact, personally.
There wasn't any contact.
No, I didn't see that much. Did you see much contact there, young man?
No.
No. Do you reckon they'll score from this? Do we hope not?
I hope not.
Corinthians with the ball on the left-hand side. It's whipped in by the two. Looks to be flicked on by Erith Town. Defended well. If we can get this ball out. Milo was about to play it, but... Oh, there we go. Oh, that's exactly the same as the one there. Corinthian get the ball back on the attack. Comes in on the left-hand side. Offside flag. Offside flag saves Erith Town there.
Saves our blushes.
A member of the management team now. Vociferously makes the point that I just made, but maybe a little bit more artistic. There is not long left to go in this game now. Erith Town riding the wave. It remains 3-2 to Erith. A mistake at the back there. Literally a minute or two left to go. From Jack Holland, who's had a really good game. He's played really well, good game. But what did we say a moment ago? You make a mistake, you concede. A mistake's been made.
To be fair, that was a pretty worldy hit.
Yeah. I mean, he ain't saving that, is he, Mackenzie Foley? He's had a really good game. Erith had a good game. It's just...
Yeah, but we've now...
3-0 up.
We're now managing to snatch a draw from the
jaws of victory, as the cliche says, don't they? It's 3-3. The away side are back in it. 6-goal thriller here at the Stanmore Stadium. It's 3-3. Just don't want to go in, does it, Rob?
No, Harry Taylor with a perfect chance to put us 4-3 up and win the tie in the dying seconds, but unfortunately the ball just couldn't get the ball out from under his feet and went over.
The thing is, this game has gone from, half hour ago, 35 minutes ago, 3-0 up, waxing lyrical.
Only one team in it.
But now it'll be one of those results when this referee blows his whistle, you'll be thinking about the one that hit the post, the one-on-one that was missed, that's finished it from Harry Taylor that weren't put in.
And a missed opportunity to go top.
Yeah, I mean, not really a lot you can say, really, is there?
At this point.
Literally,
if it stays like this and we don't lose, then it'll be better than we've done against them for most of the time.
I know what you're saying there, though, but let's be brutally honest. You can't. We shouldn't be saying that from 3-0 up half an hour ago, should we? Corinthians on this left-hand side. Cross comes in, headed clear, goes out for a corner. We'll stay this now. We are well into injury time now. Adam Woodwards is desperately trying to get people in the box defending. Some Corinthian fans behind the goal, they're giving them a clap, an encouraging clap. They're against the 10 men after the red card from Milo. It's in the little D area of the corner flag area. Arm goes up, ball's whipped in from the left-hand side, called in nicely. Mackenzie Foley has come off the bar. He's come off the bar and gone in from a corner. Erith Town 3, Corinthians 4.